Good afternoon. I bet that sounds weird for me to say good afternoon instead of good morning. It's Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all you mamas out there. So I woke up this morning at 7 to a really sweet and really cute text message from my not anymore husband's like girlfriend that he lived with before me. So like one of his most significant girlfriends sent before me. And you know, I only bring that up to illustrate a point of you never know who is going to make an impact in your life, and you never know who is coming into your life for a reason or a purpose. So we tend to judge things or make stories up about things, and sometimes you don't know how it will unfold. So 20-something years later, she's the one that I hear from first and has been like really instrumental in some of my growth in the past few months. So a little bit of love to her. I normally get up and I, you know, post my, look at my hair in the video, like, oh my gracious. I usually post a, you know, a little something, and then I do the card of the day and the recording. Well, this morning I was like, you know what? It's a little bit gray here today. It was raining this morning, and I was just really feeling tired. So I thought, you know what? I'm gonna just go back to sleep if I can, and we'll see what happens. Well, I just let myself go, and the next thing I knew, it was like 11 o'clock. I could not even believe it. So I thought, well, I guess it's going to be an afternoon post today. And so here it is. And the really cool thing was, you know, I woke up at 7. I had in my head exactly what I wanted to talk about. So my inspiration is back. And I also was thinking about Mother's Day in terms of not being with my kids this year and it being just a really different year. And I know many of you moms that may be watching aren't with your kids either for whatever reason, and so it's not like I'm in a unique position. It's just the first time ever that I haven't been at least with 1 or 2 or 3 of them. You know, when they were in college, sometimes they would still be at school or life would come up and they would be gone, but mostly I had somebody around. So yeah, it was felt different and kind of weird. And you know, one thing I've mentioned along the way is how truly lucky and blessed I am to have the people in my life that I have in my life, that my friends and family who are just so incredibly generous and loving and kind and truly hold me and hold space for me. And so I'm grateful for them. So when I woke up officially for the day, I had almost 20 text messages from my 2 of my 4 kids. I know 2 of them are still sleeping because I know them well enough to know they're probably just waking up now or will within the next hour or 2. But you know, I did hear from 2 of my kids, and then, you know, loads of friends and family, and it just warms my heart so much. So you know who you are. I'm gonna want to list it off, but thank you, truly. It means a lot to me. And you know, I decided this morning, usually before I record, I will throw on like maybe a swipe of mascara or at least my sunscreen and concealer or whatever, maybe brush my hair. And this morning I'm like, this is the real deal. And I get up and I've done nothing. So because I thought there's no reason for sunscreen, the sun is not even out. So hopefully you don't mind looking at my face like this too much. I promise I won't do this very often. So yeah, so Mother's Day, obviously a huge shout out to my mom, who has taught me so much over the years. We've had our good times and we've had our challenges, as all mothers and daughters and all relationships of all kinds have. And in keeping with the Stoic Sunday theme, I wanted to bring in just 3 Stoic philosophies that relate to Mother's Day. And I wasn't really sure what direction to go with this, because Stoicism is very simple, yet there's some complexity to it and nuance to it, and I don't know enough about it to be able to get into it too deeply. It's something I'm definitely interested in learning more about and continue to learn about. But 3 things this morning that I was inspired to share, and the first one being one that I talk about quite a lot when, you know, in my videos with you and with my clients, and reminders to myself, is getting comfortable in the discomfort. So as moms, you know, there's lots of uncomfortable moments. I mean, from childbirth, well, really from you know, pregnancy. Like, a lot of us become, you know, sick in the beginning, don't feel well, your body changes, your body hurts, the labor and delivery, and then it's, you know, the sleepless nights and the worry as a mom and all of that, and you know, really are put in a position where you really need to get comfortable with the discomfort that shows up and arrives in your life, and that continues even as your kids get older. The other aspect is accept what you can't control. I talk about this all the time, so this relates to life and motherhood. And, you know, with your kids are going to choose friends you don't care for. They're going to choose sports you don't like. They're going to choose hobbies that drive you crazy. You know, they're going to do things and say things that either make you cringe or make you want to pull your hair out. And it's part of their process. It's part of them becoming the adults that they're meant to be. And, you know, as long as they're safe, sometimes you just have to accept those aspects that you can't control. And the final little bit is persevere with courage and without complaint. Okay, so maybe the without complaint part, some of us don't necessarily fully succeed at. Again, start from, you know, the very beginning when you're pregnant. When you're in labor and delivery, like, you have to persevere with courage. You don't have a choice. Like, it's just happening. It's there. And, you know, you have to continue to do that through their growing up and through all the different phases of their lives. And even continue as your kids get older and, you know, they start making choices and they take a walk down a path of their own, finding a way to persevere with courage and without complaint. And, you know, I feel like even for me today, it's a small thing, but, you know, focusing on my day and persevering, and maybe it doesn't take a lot of courage, but a little bit, and to not complain about it. Like, you know, I kind of had a little bit of like a sad face emoji about today not being with my kids, and I thought, you know, the fact is they're happy and they're healthy and they're okay, and if they were meant to be with me today, they would be, and if I was meant to be with them today, I would be, and it just wasn't. But that doesn't mean that we're not always connected in some fashion, even if we're not in the same physical space. It goes for my mom too. So I don't know, just a few little stoic thoughts on this Mother's Day. Again, thank you so much to all of you who showered a little Mother's Day love on me today. Friends, family, clients, gals, I love you. That was so sweet. And yeah, I really am one lucky girl, and I know those of you watching are equally as lucky with your little angels and friends and family around you also. So yeah, happy Sunday, happy Mother's Day. Remember, we learn from one another. I will see you here tomorrow morning. Bye for now.